as the spiritual epicenter of Southeast Asia and Bali in particular, Ubud had long been on my bucket list for many different reasons. Ubud definitely lives up to its reputation as the vegan, wellness, spiritual, nature-esque hotspot of Bali, but I also think there's a lot more here than meets the eye. After a week in Canggu, I was interested to move to a new area, or a new clique as one of my friends called it when I described the difference between the places. Bali is a lot larger than I first thought, and also the traffic is just as bad as everyone says, so after a 2-hour drive from Canggu to Ubud, I was pretty hungry, and obviously most of my options were vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, so I got a Mudra bowl, which was reasonable. Before I went and managed to find a milkshake in a little pastry place, which were kind of average unfortunately, but that does make sense as the whole area is catered to veganism, non-GMO, more than anything else. I'm not being judgmental or anything, I was just really surprised at how cultivated this sort of vibe was. I then returned to my homestay and met some of the locals, including this bird that I hate more than any person I've ever met. My homestay had an amazing breakfast of fruit and an omelette or a pancake, but I usually opted for the former. Even though it was always super hot outside, I did enjoy reading my book in the mornings. I picked this up though in a bookstore here the other day. I've been meaning to read it for ages. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I mean, he really shits on traveling and moving places, so it's not the best travel read, but it is a very good book. I forgot how much I missed Stoicism. It was like $6, so I'm very glad I have this to read. I'm enjoying it so far. Just get to underline things. I love doing that. But I'm just about to have some breakfast, and then I'm going to go to the Sacred Monkey Forest Sanctuary thing. Even though it is a boiling hot day today, it is really hot, so gonna try do that, and might go to a cafe for lunch and get another coffee. Yeah. Something Ubud is famous for is the Sacred Monkey Forest Sanctuary, which is an incredible place and a safe space for the monkeys, which kind of otherwise probably would have been pushed around a lot by the tourism boom. They have over 1,200 monkeys, and the entire sanctuary covers about 12.5 hectares, which is massive. It has a long history dating back to about the 14th century, and in Balinese culture it's actually regarded as a sacred space housing spiritual forces, guardian spirits, and the monkeys are seen as sacred animals, and they symbolize both protection and mischief, which kind of creates a unique connection between humans and wildlife. The monkeys are literally everywhere there, and I can't really say if they're that spiritual or not, but they are definitely very mischievous. I think the first concern most people probably have is whether or not it's safe, and yes it is, as long as you don't directly try and antagonize a monkey or stare it directly in the eye, you're going to be fine. More likely than not, you're going to be the problem than the animal, so as long as you give them a bit of space, you're going to be fine. The monkeys are literally everywhere though, and depending on what time of year you go, there may even be some baby monkeys, which is personally what really stole my heart more than anything else. When I was done at the monkey forest, I headed to Starbucks to pick up a coffee before going in for some Indonesian food. I got ayam bakso, which is some sort of noodle dish. At any rate, it was delicious. I really like the wonton type things. Additionally, I got some murtabak, which I wasn't the biggest fan of, although I would be prepared to try it again, as maybe this one just wasn't the best. Had a lovely dinner. I liked the noodle dish. I thought that was really nice. The other one, like, not a big fan of, but like, I'm glad I tried it because it is local cuisine. However, I picked up a little iced chocolate on the way back. How cute is it? How cute is this? Look at this. We love coffee, even though it's not coffee. Ubud and me. Mwah. No, ce n'est pas mon problème. Damn. It is literally the perfect amount of like sweet to cocoa. That's actually impressive. Someone's pulled it off. Good job. I'm going back here. This took up a lot of my day, and the next morning started with some packing and unpacking before I headed to get an acai bowl. What I want to know is just how they fold things so nicely here. Like, it's actually incredible. So I just got back a massive load of laundry, and I kind of figured I might actually unpack my entire bag because I kind of did when I arrived here, but obviously didn't have all my clothes, so now I'm repacking those. And my gosh, like, you don't realize how messy stuff gets when you long time travel. And also, I've been trying to look at booking my interrail trip around Europe, and so many people are gonna go like, oh, you're so privileged and it's such a like first world problem. Or, yeah, guess what, I know, but it is an absolute nightmare trying to work out when to go, where to go, how to get between places, how long you need to spend there, because also I'm like meeting up with a couple of people, or I'm trying to, and because there's, you know, the 90-180 day Schengen rule for non-EU citizens, which unfortunately I am, it's actually really difficult to kind of try make sure you're not in Schengen for more than 90 days. But even like booking ferries in Greece seems difficult. It's probably a lot easier than I think it is. It's just a lot of work and I'm really overwhelmed looking at it, but that's fine. We're just gonna have a nice relaxing time, repacking, reorganizing, and taking a bit of time to chill. So yeah, let's get packing. I got my peanut butter in a shot glass for some reason, which was just funny. I then explored the nearby Ubud Temple, which is right in the centre of town, and there's also a lot of different art markets nearby as well. They are kind of scattered all over the place, so it's definitely worthwhile keeping an eye out for them as you wander around. There were also quite a few monkeys in the street, so always keep an eye out for them as well. I then became friends with this lovely but mildly sociopathic dog. He quite often liked to walk into my room and just lie there regardless of whether I was actually in the room or not. A bit of an eclectic individual, but very intriguing and fun to watch, and had no interest in biting me, which is the main thing. I then got pizza for dinner, which is not Indonesian at all, but I wanted pizza.
Damn, Jimmy, that's some gourmet shit. Like, hey, I'm walking here, or whatever. That was definitely the wrong accent.
The next morning started with a coffee from Kenpai Express, which personally I think was the best place in Ubud that I went to. While I was there was some kind of festival or event going on in the street, and I'm not well versed on what it was, but I really enjoyed watching it and everyone involved seemed very happy. I then headed through to Mudra Cafe, which is quite a well-known cafe in the area. It is definitely at the higher price point, and I would have probably said the food was not worth it, even though it does look beautiful and is presented very well. However, I managed to turn up when they had someone playing music, and this live music made it very much worthwhile. I got a smoothie bowl and did some journaling while listening to this incredible musician. I definitely think that this place is a perfect example of what Ubud is like as a whole, so I would definitely recommend going there. I then got a traditional Balinese massage, which was absolutely lovely, before finishing up my day at Coco's Mexican Vegetarian. This was one of the most well-priced and delicious things that I had in Ubud. This is Coco's platter, which has a little bit of everything, and it was 40,000 rupee. I know it seems a bit weird to eat Mexican food, but it definitely had a local twist and it was delicious, so I would recommend. While I was there, it was the rainy season, so I was working around the rain a little bit, and it took me a while to make it to one of Ubud's most famous spots, the Campuhan Bridge Walk. Just out of the central town area, this is known for its lovely views, and usually there aren't too many people walking around here at any given time. I would definitely say it's the best place if you're looking to go for a walk and not get run over, or alternatively to catch the sunset. It's not a loop, it is more of an out and back walk, but it does connect up to some streets out the back, but I don't think it particularly goes anywhere. On my way back, I stopped at a vegetarian buffet place where you can eat as much as you would like for 60,000 rupiah, which is a really good price. They even had some little cakes that you can have for dessert as well, and it's all local food, which I really enjoyed. I really still don't know what most of what I was eating was, so please don't ask me, but it was all delicious, particularly the aubergine. The next day it rained virtually the entire day, so it was very slow and mostly indoors. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next week as I continue to explore all around Ubud. Toodles!